Okay, I'm here making another video about Cobra Kai. So today I'm going to talk about Robby. I noticed a lot of comments, especially on like the Reddit sub for the Cobra Kai page. Literally, Robby gets the most hate out of all the younger characters. Like, we're going to exclude the older ones, but out of all the young characters, Robby gets the most hate. And I just don't get it. It's been so many points where Robby has literally surprised me as a viewer watching, like, okay, I really like his character. Like, I like Miguel's character, but he's boring. Let's be real. Miguel is a boring character, and everything that, he went through, and he conquered everything that he needed to conquer in season one, which makes him boring all around season two and season three. But one thing, okay, I'm going to talk about some points though, like that makes Robby a good character and that people just purposely choose to overlook, especially like the die-hard Johnny and Miguel and Hawk fans. I seriously don't get it, but whatever. Okay, so to start off, one thing a lot of people overlook is Robby has loyalty. And it's a lot of points in the show where you see that Robby's loyalty goes a long way. In season one, where the episode before the finale, and Johnny finds out, oh, okay, you're teaching my son, type of thing, whatever. When they were getting ready to fight, literally Robby inserts himself in the middle, and he's willing to fight his own sperm donor for Daniel. And honestly, that was the biggest loyalty test. People may say, oh, how can you go against your father or whatnot, and blah blah blah. Honestly, it's not even about going against his father. It's one, he doesn't act like his father. If anything, Johnny tries to, oh, I'm gonna assert dominance in your life and tell you to do this and that, but you haven't been there. So can you really blame Robby for not giving a damn about what his father is trying to tell him or make him do? No, I wouldn't even listen to him. You can't disappear out of someone's life for 16 years and then expect them to listen to you. That's not how that works, boo boo. But his loyalty is strong. Like, literally, Robby has the loyalty I aspire the guys that I date to have. Okay, because if you're willing to fight your own father over someone who is good to you, I gotta applaud that, man. It's amazing. But it's also the fact that Daniel hasn't wronged him at that point, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Daniel never wronged him." I'll get to that. But Daniel really hasn't treated him as if he was just some type of hoodlum, or that he was, just beneath him, or that Robby isn't worth, spending time with. And that's one thing Robby does love about Daniel, is that he likes to spend time with him, which is why that loyalty is so strong. Another point I want to bring up is that, I mean, it's not important, but it is kind of cute. Robby is a mama's boy. That's number two. He's a mama's boy. Back in season one, if anyone remembers, where he brought in the frozen pizzas or something, and he wanted to have a night in with her, I thought that was honestly sweet, because you don't see a lot of teenagers, especially teenage boys, want to hang with their mom on certain days of the week. And I just thought it was really cute how, like, oh, hey mom, I brought those frozen pizzas. I don't know, I rewind that part all the time. It's just so cute. And then when he finds out that she would rather, thought it up in Reseda and whatnot, it really broke him. And it's not okay. He wants both his parents to spend time with him. He wants that, but really he's a mama's boy, because, and that falls into another thing of loyalty. Even if Shannon is, I think that's her name. If Shannon is a bad mom and just a horrible parent, she still chose to keep him. Something that Johnny didn't do. Johnny didn't choose to stay in his life, but Shannon did. So to Robby, loyalty is everything. Even if his mama ain't all the way right, he doesn't let anyone disrespect her, and he doesn't let anyone disrespect Daniel. But back to it, it was just really sweet how he knew, okay, my mom likes these frozen pizzas, so I'm gonna buy them, and then we're just gonna do that. I just thought that was so cute, and you don't see that a lot. Another thing I want to bring up, Robby literally, whether y'all like it or not, I think Robby honestly is the most realist out of all the younger characters. The reason I say that is because in season two, before the fight happened, a huge school fight, the Medal of Honor thing, people bring that up and say, oh, well, Robby isn't honest because he lied about the Medal of Honor. I get that. And one thing I'm glad that the writers did in the finale of season 2 is make Robby tell Sam that, okay, I got the Medal of Honor from Miguel because he returned it, but I was insecure. And it takes a lot for a man or a boy, or especially a teenage boy, to admit that they are insecure because they're a little jealous of your ex in a way. But it's also the fact that he said no more lying, like an honesty policy. I think that's what he said, or no more lying. Whatever, it falls in the category. But no one forced him to bring it up. She didn't have to pull it, like she didn't have to pull it out of him. He knew, like, it was the right thing to do, which was to tell her, because he had faith that, okay, she likes me enough to where she's still with me, because if she still wanted Miguel, she would have gone and went with Miguel. So, I can tell her this. No one made him, and I think that's, like, everyone overlooks that. Even if he lied about it at first, so what? He's a teenager. Teenagers do stupid things all the time, and you can't expect the teenager to always do the right thing, okay? So I really want to point that out. Everyone forgets about they ignore that part, but they always bring up, well, he lied about it. Okay, but who told the truth? He did. No one had to make him do it, which is what I liked, and he didn't continue to lie about it. Another thing I like, I think I like Robbie's character as a whole, because I can kind of relate to the whole just the no father thing in certain areas. Like, my father was in my life, but he really wasn't in my life. Whereas you have Robby, whose father really isn't in his life and would rather be in Miguel's life. Like, it's a messed up situation. No matter how many times people try to spin it, like, I think Miguel is helping Johnny become a better, now I don't want to say parent, but like a better person, and help, and like it's helping him grow patience, which is really good because Johnny doesn't have it. But it's also messed up for him to expect Robby to always just immediately forgive him, which is another point. People want Robby to always just, oh, well, Robby, he's your father, you need to forgive him, and it starts with both of you. No, literally, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Robby is the child, Johnny is the adult. So as the adult, it does not matter what that child is saying. If they don't want to see you today, come back the next day. Or call them, hit them up and say, hey, do you need food? He literally didn't know anything about his living situation because he didn't care. Like, yeah, you came back, but you saw there was an eviction notice on the door. And one thing they mentioned in season 1 is, I think when he's writing a letter before Louis is in his gang, biker gang, is like destroying his car, is that he writes, okay, I think he says, you refuse to answer my calls or something, or along like, but he said, I also refuse to text you. If you really want a relationship with your son, why do you refuse to text him? Any contact is good contact, even if it's through text messages. Is where I say Johnny does not try to be a father in his life, which is why I don't fault Robby at all. I really don't. Oh, but no, I don't fault Robby at all. Honestly, I just think that it's more of it. It's a wound. It's like, if I can, he sees it. He sees it all the time. You can purposely pick up the courage every day to go to the dojo and chill with Miguel and other kids, but you couldn't find the courage to come to the hospital the day I was born. And people, oh, well, Johnny's mom died. That's not an excuse as to why you still couldn't be a father. You had 9 months to get ready. You knew a child was coming. You had 9 months to get ready. So it's no excuse. It's really not, especially when you can play daddy to someone else. Now, in the season 2 finale, I honestly did not feel bad when Miguel fell over the banister. I said that in the other video. I don't feel bad that Robby kicked him. You gotta think about it from his point of view. The one thing the fans love to say is, "Well, see it from Miguel or Johnny's point of view." But then when it comes to seeing it from Robby's point of view, everyone turns a blind eye to it, which is, it's hypocritical. Let's be real. When Miguel had him in the arm hold, I honestly, like, you gotta think about it from his point of view. I lost to him in the tournament because he had to fight dirty because he couldn't beat him regularly. You tackled me when I was trying to break up the fight, not once but twice. And then on top of that, you have me in pain in this arm hold, and you're just sitting there. And I'm pretty sure he got like a flashback from just the tournament. Like, he believed him last time when he tried to help him up, and Miguel pulls a coward ass move and helps dislocate his shoulder. And people go, well, you can't compare the injuries. The reason why I say Miguel did it, what Miguel did was worse, is because you had the intentions to hurt him. Robby didn't have an intention to put him in the hospital. It just was an accident. So when he got up and when he wanted to continue fighting, I honestly don't blame him. I just found out you kissed my girl, and now all of a sudden you got me in this I think it's called an arm bar, and all of a sudden you just, oh, sorry. No, a sorry isn't gonna cut it at that point. And that's the thing, it's a time and place for everything. You can't say sorry in the middle of a fight and you got me in an arm hold. I'm gonna beat your ass, is how I feel, which is how I know he was feeling, which is why he continued to keep fighting. It just so happens that they wrote that in there, which is complete BS. It really is. But also in season 3, people, oh, well, he didn't apologize to Miguel. Miguel didn't apologize to him. Like, let's be real. They both have did messed up things, but when has Miguel ever apologized throughout season 2 about how he acted in the tournament? He never apologized for that. He never apologized for it at all. And I don't care until Miguel apologizes, because Miguel started the beef first. Then Robby should apologize. Like I said, it wasn't on purpose that he kicked him off the banister. It just happened. Shit happens. But do I believe that Miguel is all so innocent? No, because Miguel plays the woe is me act.